We're back, joined now by Julie Molina, who's a supervisor with Securitas Security Services. Julie, welcome to our show.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me. I'm honored to be here.
Well, we're honored to have you here, and we'll find out why and what you did in just a moment. But let me just ask you, what do you do as a supervisor for Securitas Security Services?
I go out on the field and I do supervision on all the sites, make sure that all the officers are there, full uniform, and yeah.
And you've been in the private security field for many years.
About a year and a half.
With Securitas, and before that, another 10 years or so.
Yes, 10 years.
Okay, Braden, this is an example of a good Samaritan, not a police officer, but a citizen who happens to be in the security field, but really as a private citizen coming to the rescue of a police officer. Why don't you describe what Julie did?
Sure, and I'll read the citation. On May 8th, a patrol officer was on the northbound 710 freeway transporting a prisoner to the LA County Jail when the prisoner slipped his handcuffs from behind his back to the front of his body and kicked out the window of the police car and attempted to escape. The officer quickly pulled over and saw that the prisoner was already partly out of the window. As the officer pulled the suspect from the car window, he and the suspect fell to the ground and became involved in a violent struggle, with the prisoner fighting to pull the officer's handgun from his holster. Off-duty civilian security supervisor Julie Molina was on her way home from work and noticed the struggle. She immediately stopped her car and ran to assist the officer. She restrained the prisoner's legs, helping the officer gain more control of the situation. She was joined by John Roberts, who was driving his semi-truck on the freeway and pulled over to lend assistance. His physical presence and stern verbal warnings on what his boot would do to the prisoner caused the prisoner to realize that his struggling was futile. Off-duty Los Angeles County Sheriff's Deputy Hugo Roman was driving northbound on the freeway when he saw the officer on the side of his patrol car struggling with the prisoner. He immediately pulled over and ran to assist. After identifying himself as an off-duty officer, he also assisted in holding the suspect down so that they could fully control the violent prisoner until additional units arrived on scene. Julie Molina, John Roberts, and Deputy Hugo Roman were commended for risking their own safety and coming to the aid of a police officer involved in a dangerous fight for his life.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And we would only hope that if any of us got into trouble, someone like you would be nearby.
Yeah, I'll be glad to assist.
What went through your head at that moment? You're driving on the freeway and you see this. What goes through your head?
Well, when I saw the civilian struggling with the officer, I knew that if I was in that same situation, I would definitely love somebody to come and assist and help me out too. So I feel like my duty, as doing security.
Yes.
I would, I don't know.
You just
wanted
reacted.
to help.
Yeah.
By the way, how tall are you?
I'm 5'0".
5'0".
5 feet, yes.
I think it says a lot about the training that Julie has had, that instinctively she didn't think about her own safety. She just reacted, and that's what training of security personnel, law enforcement personnel is all about, to have people react appropriately rather than think about what they need to do.
Well, as you know, Braden, I teach ethics, and a lot of this has to do with values. And Julie passes what I call the foxhole test. And you, as a military person, understand who would you want to be in a foxhole with you?
Well, I think that that Julie not only represented herself well, but she certainly represented her company, Securitas, exceptionally well. She set an example for all of those security officers that she supervises.
Yep. And that award ceremony where you got your award in front of 800 people, leaders of the city, public safety officials, fire officials, elected officials and just citizens. It was so moving to me. And even though there were many recipients and the whole thing went on for probably close to an hour and a half or more, I never got tired of hearing those stories in the same detail that you were sharing them about Julie here. To me, it was inspiring. And you and Lily are inspiring guests on our show.
Art, I'd like to pick up on that for 1 second and encourage all of your viewers, if they've never participated as an attendee at one of our awards ceremonies. We do them every year early in June, and we'll be advertising again next year with the Police Foundation. But it is a feel-good evening. It's a great opportunity to hear what your police officers and members of your community are doing to make the community a safer place and a better place to live. So we'd like to see them at next year's event.
Well said, and we want to thank Julie for joining us, and again, congratulations on your award.
Thank you.
And we'll be back with the rest of our show after these messages.
I want to improve my career opportunities.
I want to earn a higher salary at my job.
I'd like to finish what I started.
The new Bachelor of Arts in Liberal Arts degree completion program at Cal State Long Beach will help you achieve your educational goals while keeping your life in balance. Contact our customer service center at 1-800-963-2250 for more information, or visit us on the web. Let CSULB help you finish what you started.
Founded in 1976, Polly's Gourmet Coffee is Southern California's most complete gourmet coffee store. Polly's has the best tasting coffee, freshly roasted every day right in the store, plus a wide selection of teas, an in-house bakery, espresso bar, patio dining, and more. We also offer Wi-Fi, free internet access for all of our customers. Our nationwide clientele agree when it comes to coffee, there's only one name to remember: Polly's. 4606 East 2nd Street, welcoming you into Belmont Shore.
Take care of those who are closest to you, from our family to yours. McCarty's Jewelry, since 1932.
Phil Trani's mixes California style with continental cuisine that includes fresh seafood from around the world. Since Phil is the chef, the menu has a wide variety of pastas, salads, soups, and appetizers that feature his unique personal touch. And the Italian-American signature dishes are simply beyond delicious. You never know who you're going to run into at Trani's, from the famous sports legends on the Wall of Fame to local celebrities having a drink at the bar. For the best fine dining experience, visit Phil Trani's.
Again, I wanted to offer my congratulations to Lily DeMasi and Julie Molina for their heroic acts helping public safety. Public safety is something for which we are all responsible, and those in the community that might emulate what Julie and Lily have done would add to the safety of our community. And again, as the chief says so often, public safety is a community responsibility.
It's everybody's job, Art, and I think I join you in congratulating Lily and Julie and all of the award winners at our 45th awards ceremony. And we thank the Long Beach Police Foundation for providing the support to recognize all of those heroes.
And just to make it very personal, I'll bet every one of you, if you got in trouble, would hope that someone like Julie or Lily were around.
Absolutely. I sure would.
Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you, Braid, for all you do.
My pleasure.
And please join us next week for the next edition of Straight Talk. Good night, everyone.
Straight Talk has been brought to you by Southern California Edison, the Press Telegram, and remember, Straight Talk is viewable worldwide 24/7 at straighttalktv.com.